welcome back. Today I wanted to do a video on some new products that I just got in. I've wanted to try. A few I've already tried before, like this foundation. I just recently got it. I've only tried it once. It's the Almay Truly Lasting Color 16-Hour Makeup Foundation. I've never tried a product from Almay. I don't think I have. I honestly think this is the first. It's a brand that I totally look over all the time, but my friend Cassie from Shades of Cassie was mentioning this. I really wanted to try it. I tried it the first time. I don't know what I think about it, so I wanted to try it on camera with you guys. A lot of you seemed really interested in it. So, and then this product too was something I recently picked up, the Revolution Conceal and Define. So anyways, I have a bunch of things, like some new products from Pixi, some new lip glosses from Urban Decay. I thought I would try all of it out in this video, and yeah, I've been gone for the week because it was my spring break for my kids, so I just kind of took the spring break with them, so that's why there was no videos. I figured it was going to be like that. Like, I kind of knew, to like saying to myself, like, Laura, you're going to film, but like, no, I knew I wasn't going to. I tried at one point, and then I was like, no, I can't do it. So anyways, that's why there was no videos from me this week, but I am back, so there will be more videos. So let's just go ahead and get into it if you have been curious about any of these products. Okay, first there was this kit right here, and this is from Weylie. And it has like a neutral kit, which I really want to use this because it has some really pretty neutral colors. It also came with a dual-ended liner. It's a liquid liner. I just did a heart on the back of my hand, like just to test out the liner, and it literally bled everywhere. So I don't know about this. I don't know if I want to try it on my eyes and like risk ruining the look, but these eyeshadows are gorgeous. Also, I have another palette that came broken, but I repressed it, and the colors are absolutely gorgeous. So I cannot wait to use these as lid shades from Pixi and the Dulce candy line. I've already primed my eyes with MAC Painterly or Soft Ochre Paint Pot. So let's just go ahead and dig into this palette right here. I'm going to go between... Actually, you know, I'm going to start off with this shade right here. I love Pixi products because they're affordable. You can find them in the drugstore, and they're always really great quality. Their shimmer shades, it's like their highlighters or their powder products are just so good. I've just had so much luck with their powder products, and I love when they collab with influencers because it gives you a chance to really get to know new people. I've purchased other collabs from them before when they're collabing with other influencers, and I've just really loved the products. So and like I suspected, this is going on really nice. That's a really nice it's almost like a poopy brown shade, which is the best kind of transition. It has like a little bit of some yellowy orange to the brown, which is my favorite kind of transition color. I honestly love shades like this. So far so good with this color. I'm going to deepen it up a little bit and go into these two shades right here. I mean, just really pigmented colors. Alright, I'm going to take that right here on the outer corner. One of the toilets in our house like keeps flushing like randomly. This has happened before, and my husband said he fixed it, and it just literally started happening again. It drives me nuts. So if it happens while I'm filming, I'm gonna be so irritated because every time it happens I'm like irate about it for some reason. It's like one of those like little things, like your smoke detector beeping, you know, that just like can send you into like an annoyance. That's really pretty. I mean, it's basic but really nice. So this would be a great like everyday palette for someone because it has these two, let me just swatch these shimmery shades, like both gorgeous shimmer shades. So hallelujah. I'm not going to use those because I wanted to use the Dulce Candy one, but I am going to use this sort of deeper, darker brown. Now this has a little bit of like a satin shimmer to it, satiny shimmer type to it. It's not metallic, but it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. But I just kind of want to use it to darken up this look and see how that works. That's not... Let's see if I just press it. When I just put a little bit on, it wasn't really translating, but... Oh yeah, now you can see it. Yeah, it definitely has like some shimmer to it. But it's really a pretty color. Yeah, I like that. Works nice to give some depth. A little bit of depth. So for spring break, we didn't really do much. We just kind of had like a staycation. I did a little something with some of my friends. My husband took off of work for a few days, so we could have a few days with our kids of doing fun things. What did you guys do? If you did anything fun, leave it down below. I love hearing. I always wanted to go on a cruise with my kids, but I'm really scared like to go on cruise ships with kids. I don't know why. It just like freaks me out, like little ones. It just freaks me out. Okay, I'm going to go into this Dulce candy palette. Now look at how beautiful. You can't tell, but mine is crushed. But you guys, if you buy this palette, like let me tell you, I was pressing this son of a gun back in because every single color is worth it. It's just the prettiest palette in my opinion. I think I'm gonna go into this bottom shade right here. It's like this bronzy, sort of just a really nice bronzy shade. I'm gonna use my finger to apply it first. I don't even think I'm gonna have to get this wet, but I might just get it wet just to intensify it. Oh, it's so pretty. These are like the most buttery eyeshadows. Like they're just so creamy and just, oh, metallic. I love it. I love how this is like full of lid shades, like just a bunch of lid shades, some really pretty lid shades. Love that. That's pretty. I kind of think I want to just spray my finger. Like I'm gonna go into this shade right here and I'm going to spray my finger. Let's go like right in the center there. That's just like one shade lighter, honestly. What? That's pretty. Like a little bit lighter of a gold shade. I'm gonna go back into this palette and use some of those deeper colors again and just kind of run it through the crease one more time. I wish there was like a matte cream color that I could kind of put on the brow bone, but I might just go in and use like a powder. I'm just gonna go into a little bit of this Too Faced powder under the brow bone so that I can like diffuse that just a little bit. That's always my trick. If I don't have it in the palette, I just go into like a powder. And then maybe we'll go back in with like a highlight color in a little bit. Now, since I did use that liner and it bled everywhere, I'm like a little bit reluctant to use it, but you know what? That's what trying out products is, so maybe it won't do that on me. So let's just go ahead and try this out. This comes with this palette right here in a kit, the Weylie palette, and so it has on one end, let me just show you what I did the other day and show you what I'm talking about. I did this the other day and like it totally bled out, so it's not doing that right now. I don't know, maybe it was just like that second. And then on the other end is like this dark black liner. So I'm going to use both. I'm just going to rim right here, tight line. I don't know if that's really even coming out. That's not very soft. You kind of have to warm it up on the back of your hand, honestly. Not a fan of this end of it. So let's just see. It looked like it bled a little bit in some spots over here, but let's just see, maybe it was like, oh, it's hard to get off, so that's good. Just apply it. So this is what it looks like. It's a nice, like, very, very saturated tip. The tip isn't too flimsy. I'm glad that I'm going ahead and trying this, because what if it works out, you know, and then it was like, I might have had like product on my hand or something that was making it fray. Yeah, I like that. So far, so good. Okay, so far, so good. I'm going to move on to the face. I'm going to try this. I got this in a BoxyCharm box. This is the Pores No More Luminizer Primer. So, never tried this before. Okay, the consistency is like, almost like, it doesn't feel silicone-y. It almost feels like lotion-y. A little bit on. Let me just do a little bit on the back of my hand just to see if it's like luminizing. It does have like a slight luminosity to it, which is nice. It's not like too overpowering. The smell is like just like a faint, I don't know, it smells like skincare, but like a, I can't tell what that scent is. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the Almay Truly Lasting Color TLC 16-Hour Foundation. This was like $13, I believe. I found it at Ulta. And this was described as like Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation. It's very like, the color I got, did I say, is 160 Naked. It has a pump. It's very like, I don't know how to use the word, like you put your finger in it, like, look, can you see? Goopy. I don't know if that's like a bad word, but it's just goopy-ish. Almost like gel-like, thick, goopy-ish, sticky, but it doesn't give like a ton of coverage in my opinion. Like, I just feel like the coverage is literally like so-so, but I don't know if it's because Cassie has like really good skin. She has hardly any issues. I have more red spots, more discoloration. I need more from my foundations. I'm not a girl who likes a light coverage foundation or a medium coverage foundation. I'm just like, if you're putting foundation on, like, why not have it look flawless? That's just my opinion, but there are people who like medium coverage. So honestly, I think if you want a very skin-like medium coverage foundation, this might be good for you. But to me, it's almost like I didn't put on foundation. Like, that's what I feel like. Like, I just put on that bit right there and I don't feel like I really have very much on. I have to do my forehead still. I haven't done any on there. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel very, it doesn't feel very, like it's doing much to me. It did last when I wore it the other day. I wore it on my skin to test it out. It did last on my skin, but it lasted like, I used a concealer too, and I felt like I got more coverage from the concealer than I did from the foundation. And I mean, it lasted, but it was like there wasn't a ton of coverage to begin with. So I mean, it looked the same at the end of the day, but it was like not a lot. But I don't know, you know, like I said, if you want your natural days, this might be good for you. It's like, if I'm gonna wear makeup, I'm going all the way. But on the skin, it literally looks like you're not wearing anything. And a pump is, like I said, it's pretty thick. Like, I feel like you kind of get a lot out from a pump. And this is really where I need extra foundation, is like my cheeks right here. I think if you have really dry skin, you're gonna love this foundation. I think if you have oily skin, you won't. You won't find that it just feels too thick for you. People with oily skin, you people with oily skin, super thick for you. Now I just feel like you won't like the consistency. You'll feel like it's too, it's almost like it's heavy without having full coverage, which is, I mean, if foundation is going to be heavy, I just think it should give you the full coverage. You know what I mean? Like, unless it's just because it's hydrating, which it does feel very hydrating on the skin. So if you have dry skin and you're looking for sort of like a medium coverage foundation that looks very skin-like, you would probably really like this. That's what 2 layers looks like on the skin, and yeah, I'm just like not a huge fan. So that I wanted to update people because a lot of people, I posted about on my Instagram, a lot of people were like, tell me what you think, tell me what you think. Another product I've heard so much about is this Revolution concealer. It's Conceal and Define. I got C5. I think I honestly got, like, there was no options, and this was the only one that was like semi close to my color. I think I needed like a more brightening color, but I just went with this because this was the only option for me, because everything else was sold out. Apparently this is a hot to trot product at Ulta, because mine had like only, that was the only light shade and it was only one of them, and they didn't even have the testers for it, because it was like, the lady said she couldn't even keep it, they couldn't even keep it in stock, like the light shades, so they just like didn't even have the testers out for it anymore. So if you want that concealer, I swear you might have to just get it online, because I don't know if any other place is like where I live, but apparently it's very sought after. But it's really good. I like it. It's full coverage. It's a really good concealer for a great price. It reminds me a lot of the ColourPop concealer. I feel like they're the very same consistency. The ColourPop is probably a little bit cheaper. It's just if you can get to it, you know, accessibility. So having to order the Revolution one online, I mean, you might as well order the ColourPop one, in my opinion. I don't know. They're very comparable in my opinion. Okay, I'm just using this bronzer from NARS and Laguna. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I don't have a new bronzer that I need to try. I'm just going to go with Old Faithful. I really love this bronzer. It just, honestly, it's always really good. Let me tell you something about this Bobbi Brown brush. I think I've already said this before in another video. This brush sucks. I hate it. It's hard on the face. The bristles, I find bristles come out every time I use it. It sheds like super duper bad. I feel like it's really poor quality, and I don't know, like, look, bristle right here. I don't know if it's just like poor quality made, or that's just the way of the brush. Like, everyone used to rave about this brush. It feels scratchy to me. I mean, ugh, I don't know. I have it in here because, like, to remind myself to use it, but because it's like, I think it's like a $50 bronzer brush. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think, I don't like it. There's just so many other better options out there in my opinion, so I don't like that brush at all. Okay, I do have some products from Pixi, the Chloe Morello line, so this is what her palette looked like. And this has some blushes, some blush colors right here, all 3 right here. They're all super beautiful. I think I'm going to go between these 2 shades right here. I'm going to do this on this Flower Beauty brush. Really nice and pigmented. These are really pretty colors. Okay, I've used this before for a highlighter, but I'm going to use it again from Milani. This is the Trio in Rose Gold. Ugh, I just dug my finger into it again. I literally do that every time I try and look at the back. This is really nice because you get 3 highlighters. They're really beautiful, creamy, pigmented highlighters. So right here. I think I'm going to go in between the lightest one and the golden shade. I'm just going to like mix right in between these. I love this formula from Milani. It just is so nice, so pigmented. Let's go back to the eyes, and I'm going to go in again with these 2 shades right here in this Weylie palette, and I'm just going to run that under my lower lash line. I'm really liking this palette. I honestly think for someone who's looking for a really nice everyday palette, this is really nice. I love these colors, like the neutral browns. I really like the way they apply. They're super pigmented. They perform like all of my other eyeshadows. Very, very nice quality. Not chalky at all. And now I'm going to take a little bit of the darker shades right here, mix those two in, and just kind of run that on the outer portion right here. Alright, now I'm just going to apply a little bit of this Lash Sensational mascara from Maybelline. And we will move on, and I might pop on a pair of lashes, and then we will move on to the lips. Okay, so I popped on some lashes. These are Salon, I think Salon Perfect Lashes in number 615. You can find them like at Walmart. I'm going to go back into this Pixi palette. I'm going to get my brush wet, and I'm going to go in this light shade right here. Pop that in the inner corner. That's really pretty and pigmented. Little touch of that like right under the brow bone. Okay, let's go in with lips. Now, I got a ton of these new lip glosses from Urban Decay. They're called the Hi-Fi lip glosses. Oh, this is cute. It comes off. This says, let me see what it says about super shiny, cushiony, soft, long lasting, whatever gloss frequency you're on, we've got it covered. So look at all these shades, like so, I just like donk my head with the thing. So many different shades. I want to swatch a few like really interesting looking ones to me. It looks like there's a bunch of different finishes. There's like a sheer one, a little bit more full coverage one, some holographic looking shades. This one is called Snapped. That looks really cool and pretty. Let's put a few of these on the lips. This is like a, ooh yeah, that's cool looking. Purpley shimmer color. These literally taste like a straight mint. Well, maybe pepperminty. Very minty, and they feel very minty on the lips. I wouldn't say they're like plumping, but they feel minty. That's a really, really cool color. That's a really cool color. I like that a lot. The doe foot applicator is a flat paddle brush. Let's just swatch that. What it looks like. Really fun and pretty. So this one again is Snapped. I love the packaging on these. Really cool, Urban Decay. They seriously feel so minty. Okay, this one is called SPL, and it's like this shimmery pink. This would be a great like lip topper color. I like that one. Let's see what that looks like just alone on the lips. This would be one that I would wear like over a nude though. I really like this formula, and I like the scent of these and the feeling of them. You cannot feel the little glitter pieces in these. They just feel like a smooth, cushiony gloss. I really, really love this color, this pink one. Like I said, this is something that would be great over like a nude shade to me. I like how it just has that little iridescence to it on the lips, but it gives like a really nice shine to the lips. I have these like 3 pinkish shades right here, and this one is called Back Talk. This is really, really pretty. Let me put this one on. That color is like one of their #1 best-selling colors. This seems like it is more of the full coverage gloss. Yeah, I really like that color. That's going to be the one I keep on. Okay, let me just swatch that for you. This is what Back Talk looks like. Really pretty. Honestly, you feel like your breath is fresh when you're wearing these. This one's called Obsessed. I think this one is a sheer, more of the sheer formula. Yeah. It's a sheer formula right there. So that's just like a light pink gloss, really. And then what do we have? Rapture. Let's see what this one is. This looks like a sheer formula as well. A little bit more color than Obsessed though. Really nice glosses. Nice job, Urban Decay. I think it's really fun with the colors. Oh, there's one more color I want to show you, which just looks like a really, really fun color. Let me get it out. This one is called Gold Mine. I just think that would be so cool over anything Gold Mine. Oh, dude, that is gorgeous. It's just like, I wonder what it would look like. Just like, let me put a touch in the center. So definitely check out these Hi-Fi Shine glosses. If you do not like mint, I know there are some people who don't like the minty flavor, you won't like these because it's a very, very strong minty flavor. It feels, I would say, how White Russian from Buxom feels on the lips. Like that's the amount, I don't know if it's plumping. It's just like a little bit of like a tingling minty feel that you're even getting that translates onto your lips. Okay, so my thoughts on some of the products that I used. I really, really loved the eyeshadows. I loved them. I think this palette is really nice for someone who's just looking for something every day because you're getting the mattes, you're getting a deep dark color, you're also getting these highlight shades. I really like the Dulce Candy palette. It's a bunch of lid shades, but if you're looking for something that's great lid shades, you have to pull in from other palettes to get the transition colors, but really, really pretty lid shades. Actually, you know what? Let me swatch that palette a little bit more. I'm gonna show you like some of the colors in this palette. Like, just let me swatch them for you. Just to show you like how gorgeous and pigmented they are. I mean, so beautiful. Hang on. Let's just do some swatches here. I mean, this palette is just really, really beautiful. I want to swatch the deeper shades for you because those are gorgeous as well. It's just nice to have a palette that you have like a bunch of, if you love metallic eyeshadows, you're gonna love this. I mean, it's just a bunch of basically like metallic eyeshadows. Let me just get this pink shade here too. And then here, bronzy shade, and then this like a deeper, darker bronze shade, which is so pretty. I mean, look at this deep bronze shade. Ugh. I absolutely love that palette. I definitely think it's worth picking up. I really loved the way that they apply. I love the way that the eyeshadows applied in this. I didn't love the foundation. It's like it looks okay on my skin, but it's just not the full coverage that I want. But if you're someone who, like I said, isn't looking for that full coverage, you might love it. I really like the concealer from the Revolution concealer, and I really like the lip gloss. So, and the blushes from the Chloe Morello palette, for the Pixi and Chloe Morello, I really like those blushes. They were nice and buildable blushes. So, oh, and that primer, I really, really like the primer. It did give a little bit of a luminosity to it. I thought it was really pretty as far as how it's going to keep my makeup on. I think it was just a luminous base to prep the skin prior to makeup. I don't think that it has any type of longevity effect to it. So as far as how it prepped my skin, I did think it looked really, really pretty. So, and it just gave like a nice little luminosity to the skin. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.